Hi Virgo, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Virgo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they're general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, also want to mention, if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to consider. Here in the Reydiant Nation, I talk about everything, the good, the bad and the downright ugly. So if you are not able to handle some of the heavier predictions, this is not the channel for you. All right, I just want to say that there are many other readers out there that will give you the experience that you need, and I'll send you off into the world with all the best. For your key to the week, you have the Judgment card. So big sweeping changes across all of these different areas of your life this week. Remember, the Judgment card is a call to action, and it's a point at which life kind of lets us know everything is up for change. This is a moment where this is like a grand clearing of the decks. So this week as well, in all of these different sectors of your life, you could be wrapping up some much larger stories that have their origins, you know, sort of much further back in a lot of ways. For your actions and options this week, you've got the Two of Pentacles. So a financial story of some sort, looks like one that you are ready, willing and able to start rewriting this week. Remember, the Two of Pentacles is a very material based card, right? It has a lot to do with money, finances, resources. There's a lot to do with your budget, how you use your money, what you do with your money, and also how you utilize your resources in the present. It's about getting into the material flow of life. But with the Judgment card, this is an old financial story that you have now ready, you know, effectively now you're ready to move beyond. Now, the Two of Pentacles for you falls in the position of your actions and options. So this is about what you're doing. So this is you taking or making new financial steps. This is you going in very different directions. This is you kind of saying to yourself, okay, I'm going to take my financial destiny in my hands, and I'm going to forge that destiny with the strength of my own will. When it comes to your oh come on brain, when it comes to the options that are available to you, there is options or opportunities here to make more money, but this is about the long game. Right, so if you're looking for that quick buck, this is not really the week for it. But if you're ready to make solid plans for the future whereby you can increase your financial prosperity, this is a great week to get started on that, and be as big and as bold as you like with your plans. Don't hold back. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, right? There's a lot of earth here. Now, that Knight of Pentacles does it, so all of the conversations and the communications that you're having this week are about the future. This is not really a week where, you know, it's all about the central or the local experience or, you know, the current experience. This is a lot of the conversations that you're having. You're wrapping up bigger, larger, older cycles of a material nature, and you're having conversations that are very much about where you go from here. That Knight of Pentacles is about, you know, the long-term future, where I'm going from here. And with that Two of Pentacles in tow, you're giving yourself like a really, it's not like a pep talk, but it's like a lot of the conversations that you're having this week have a really grounded element to them that provides the backdrop that you need to say, okay, I know now that I have to move forward whether I want to or not, but this is the way that I'm going to do it. It's like you're giving yourself a path or a track to follow that allows you to kind of make that happen. What I find really interesting as well is for those of you that are so inclined or have motorbikes, motorcycles, or anything that kind of runs on two wheels, you might be thinking about this for your longer term, right? So there's a lot of conversations about your vehicle as well. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, the Knight of Pentacles does see you in it for the long haul. It looks like a lot of you are around the 2-year mark now. And being at that point, it's kind of like you're saying to yourself, okay, I can see the end. now I have to really dig in and get serious about it. This is like one of those moments where instead of looking at the steps that you're making right now, it's like you're focused on the end and you just keep seeing that. You don't see anything else, right? When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, this is you building your career advancement track. This is you potentially speaking with the boss. Maybe you are, for some of you as well, this might be a week where you're saying, you know what, I'm going to forego whatever else is going on in order to focus on just this. So maybe you're creating a path or a plan with a boss or a superior. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, I think for a lot of you, this is where you're clarifying what the end goal is, right? This is where you're getting really clear on, okay, in the future, yes, we all think about, oh, you know, it'd be nice to do this or da 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 da. This is you really clearly defining and outlining exactly what it looks like to you. So yeah, love that. And then for those of you that are retired and no longer working, it looks like a lot of you are like buying a motorcycle, or one of those, like, you know, the motorcycle, and then you've got like the little, I call it the little doggy van, you know, on the side where somebody can kind of sit in, you know, this possibly something like that, or maybe making plans for some kind of maybe making some kind of plan for a road trip. But this wouldn't just be like I went away for the day. This is like a road trip, right? Like a long distance, long haul, long time sort of road trip. For your love and relations, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. Love is patient, love is kind, right? And when it is all of those things, it really is at its best. When we are able to be those things for ourselves and for others, we are at our best. This is a lot of earth, right? This is a lot of earth. And when it comes to those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, maybe this is redefining or redesigning what the financial future and or destiny looks like. Now, in the first half of the zodiac, the Seven of Pentacles in different decks, in some way, shape or form has shown up, I think like 3 or 4 times. What this tells me is that there is a financial shift that's taking place on the wider world stage that likely has a ripple that affects us all in some regard. I will be interested to see how that shapes up. Now, the other thing with the Seven of Pentacles, for those of you that are single and looking, this will see you really considering where you've invested the most time when it comes to relationships and what the results and the rewards actually were. There's a moment of clarity here. When you've got so much earth, you can't deny the startling clarity that comes from it. And then, also for those of you that are partnered, maybe some of your long-term plans are shifting and you and your partner are talking about what you really want to invest in now. What does investing in our future really look like? Is it selling the big fancy car and buying the soccer mum vehicle? You know, is it getting rid of the motorbike and the doggy van and saying, you know what? Buying a house is more important. Whatever the case might be, there is a possibility that some of you are trading luxury for practicality this week. And I don't think that's a bad thing. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. For your money and materials, you've got the Seven of Swords. This is not an easy card. And with the Judgment card, this does suggest a financial debacle of the future that you have a lot of trepidation or fear or worry about. All right. And I just want to say, from one person to another who has once been young, and I made some financial slip ups. Gosh, I didn't really learn financial literacy until I was about 30, if I'm completely honest with you. Right. Don't ever let your history or a set of numbers or, unspoken rules of conduct that literally nobody ever fucking teaches you. Don't be a prisoner of your financial history is what I'm trying to say to you. There is always a way to turn it around, providing you're willing to do the work. And as a Virgo, that's you. All right. Now, the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, when it comes to money, you've got 2 sevens here. 2 sevens is news. Be very mindful about what comes out of the financial sector this week. and be even more diligent about what information you get from financial institutions. All right, specifically for you, Virgo. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Seven of Swords is your nervous system. It is many other things as well, but let's just take it to be your nervous system. This week you have to really do what you can to support that for the long term. All right, whatever that means. Go see your doctor, find out what that might look like. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, this with the Judgment card, there's something happening in your locality, in your local area, it's unclear and it's been miscommunicated. While everybody else jumps on the bandwagon for whatever this is, stay back for a moment and get your bearings before you jump in. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.